Most reviews on NeuroVera tell you what it's supposed to do. I wanted to know what it actually does, so I put it through the matrix, broke down the mechanism, checked the ingredients, looked at what real users are reporting. This is the review matrix. Here's what I found. Here's what's actually going on with brain's health and memory. Most people dealing with it aren't failing because they haven't tried. They're failing because the things they've tried only address temporary mental fatigue, not the real reason it keeps coming back. That quiet frustration of doing everything right, feeling like you're stuck in place while everyone else seems to be progressing and sharp. That's the gap NeuroVera is designed for. When I broke down how NeuroVera actually works, it targets root-level neuro-support and adaptogenic stress response directly, not just a temporary caffeine-like rush. That's the distinction that matters. Most alternatives work at the symptom level with heavy stimulants, which is why you get results that crash and fade. This goes a layer deeper, focusing on sustained cellular brain health and memory function. More targeted, less guesswork. Running through the key components, lion's mane mushroom, this is the one that stood out most because it directly addresses nerve growth factor, or NGF, support, tied directly to long-term memory retention. Then Bacopa Monnieri, which I hadn't seen formulated this way alongside Shilajit extract in this specific category before, combining an ancient cognitive pacing herb with a heavy mineral catalyst, and Schisandra fruit extract. Easy to overlook, but it's what acts as the adaptogenic anchor, making the other components actually compound instead of cancel each other out under daily stress. Based on the breakdown and what consistent users are reporting, early on, usually within the first 1 to 2 weeks, most people notice a subtle lift in daily mental clarity and less afternoon brain fog. That tends to build into sustained focus and sharper recall with consistency over the midterm, and longer term, that deeper change the ICP secretly wants, the return of cognitive confidence where you no longer second-guess your own memory. Not a straight line, but a clear direction. That's what the pattern shows. The protocol is simple. 2 capsules daily with 6 to 8 ounces of water. Fits into a morning routine without friction. The timeline most people report meaningful results, 4 to 12 weeks. Not a disclaimer, just how cumulative plant-based mechanisms work. The first week is laying the foundation. The compounding kicks in after. One variable I always factor in, refund policy. NeuroVera comes with a 365-day money-back guarantee. I treat that as a confidence metric. Companies don't offer a full-year return window on products they know underdeliver. It also means if it doesn't work for your specific biology, you're not absorbing the financial risk. That's a relevant input. If the mechanism checks out for your situation and the problem I described is where you actually are, the link to the official page is in the description. Direct link, no resellers, no markup. Go through it, cross-check what I've covered, and run your own matrix. You've got everything you need to decide. If you've already run your own test on NeuroVera, I genuinely want to hear what you found. Drop it in the comments. The more data points, the clearer the picture gets. For everyone.